And now we have Alien right here, since the devs don't want to do extra miles to make new elements, so they make her dirty by making her having cryo as her elements, and it is called 7 Shifting Serpent. It's fine though, we will talk about her now. She is a sword user, using cryo as her element of choice, dealing damage using normal attack or burst. There is no in between, so choose wisely. Normal attack is a standard 5 hit, but we won't use that much, so skill is a pace change. 7 phase flash, a better version of normal attack, using dual blades to attack enemy, increases her own interruption resistance and drains serpent subtlety until it depletes. One tap of E and she gains 45 and maximum number is 100. Burst is 5 slashes, can be used on 50 serpent subtlety and increases its damage burst point of serpent subtlety. But if you are on E stances, her burst becomes a special one. Won't use any serpent subtlety and absorb void rifts on the field. Per rift absorb will increase her normal attack damage. And passive, any cryo related reaction will make a void rifts appear per 2.5 seconds and maximum 3 rifts can coexist. One rift will get you 8 serpent subtlety. That rifts can be absorbed using hold skill, charge attack, and alternate burst. Next passive, Hydro unit dealing Hydro and Cryo unit dealing Cryo will gain 1 stack of Dead Crossing. On character will only have 1 Dead Crossing stack. 1, 2, 3 stacks will give 110, 120, 170% skill normal attack damage, and 105, 115, and 160% burst damage. Last passive, plus 1 skill level if only Hydro and Cryo unit is on the party. And how to play Skirk. There are 2 types of gameplay, main carry on field and quick swap burst. Main carry means doing normal attack from skill, so the rotation is kinda like other skill and burst, then tap skill, normal attack, then absorb rifts by using alternate burst. Her uptime is around 6 seconds, and for the quick swap burst, other skill and burst, then hold skill, burst, and swap to your other quick swap units. Weapons: Azure Light, the signature, crit rate subset, and high base attack. The end of passive is only good for Skirk unless there are more 0 energy unit using sword, but that sword is very strong, 48% attack and 40% crit damage in total. The rest of 5-star weapon is strong enough, but it will be around 10-15% damage loss from Azure Light. Absolution, Haran Gikpaku Futsu, Mid Spiritual Reforged, Primordial Jet Cutter, Uraku Misugiri. Then 4-star unit we have strong option, Calamity of Eshu, and Finale of the Deep. Calamity of Eshu is strong, even compatible, and even comparable with some 5-star, but you need seal to make it happen. Then Finale of the Deep is the best free-to-play option, a bit worse than Eshu, but you can bring it to any weather. Artifact sets, Best of All-Rounder is also Finale of the Deep, but at galleries at the end. Normal attack or burst damage bonus, 60% of them, and then Maharetsushi Hunter can be better if you using Furina. Then Blizzard Strayer only if you have 3 Cryo and 1 Hydro Team archetype, and you can overcrit with that, so be careful. Artifact stats, attack sense, cryo damage or attack goblet, and crit damage circlet. Because of how much percent damage you can get by just existing, you want more attack percent on her. And I don't see anyone cryo or hydro unit can buff attack for her, so yeah, just go for attack goblet if you want. And for stats target, you want crit rate for around 50 to 60%. That is enough considering your cryo resonance at 15% crit rate and crit damage to 150 and 220 for crit weapon user. Standard for attack above 2k. And next we will talk about Constellation. Constellation 1, absorbing void rev will summon a blade considered as charge attack and with 500 of our attack as damage. Constellation 2, 10 more serpent subtlety from doing skill, then burst damage will count plus 10 serpent subtlety for extra damage. And on 7 phase flash, alternate burst will increase her attack by 70%. Constellation 3, burst level up. Constellation 4, Dead Crossing stack will also increase her attack by 10, 20, and 40% respectively. Constellation 5 is skill level up. Constellation 6 is a bit longer. Every time Void respawn, she gains a new type of stacks called Sever. Burst will have coordinated attack and consume all Sever stack, 750 attack as coordinated attack, and on 7 phase flash, the coordinated attack happens on every 3rd and 5th flash. Consuming 1 stack of Sever to launch 3 coordinated attack, 180 of her attack each, and if she got hit, that damage will be reduced by 80% and consume 1 Sever stack and deal the same coordinated attack as before. The question is, Constellation 1 or the weapon? Since we have so many weapon options, but there are huge gap between the Azure Light and other 5-star, so the weapon wins, because for one, aesthetically accurate. You can see on her 7 phase flash there are aura on her signature. Since there are no charge attack buffs from it, please go for other artifacts. Don't get me wrong, she's fine with 0 constellation and free weapon, but I'm going for her weapon simply because I don't want to swapping source between my carries. Team synergy, Skirk needs to be an only Hydro and Cryo team, so let's talk about those units only. Cryo unit with the best unit is Escoffier, and even Escoffier is her way to become one of the best damage dealer for now. We also have Senha, but Senha is kinda meh right now, except for quick swap Skirk, and then Citlali isn't that great since she only buffs the Hydro side of the freeze, but still okay I guess. Also for the quick swap burst, Ayaka can be here to deal huge burst damage, and so is Rightsley. Ganyu can also work, but who's playing Ganyu this day? 4-star unit, Mika for attack speed, and Diona and Layla for shield. Then Kia and Rosaria for sub DPS. Chongyun can also bounce normal attack. Then we talk about Hydra unit, Furina is her best option, enables Macrane Sushi Hunter set and boosts her damage even more. But she is oversaturated with damage, but it's okay. Then we have Xingqiu and Yelan as sub DPS. Her 7 phase flash can trigger it, and Candace can buff your normal attack even more. Then sportive ones such as Sichuan, Kokomi, and Dahlia, especially Dahlia with that shield, and Barbara can also slot it here if you don't have any more sustain. And for the team examples, Skirk, Furina, Escoffier, and Senha. Senha here can be anyone else, just find another Hydro buffer, or else freeze team can be played without sustain, only if the enemy can be frozen. For free-to-play team, Skirk, Xingqiu, Kia, and any sustain like Diona, Charlotte, and Layla. Make sure it is more on cryo side, so you will have better chance triggering the cryo resonance. And this is the end of the script. Overall, she is strong only if you have Escoffier. If you don't, she's still strong, but cannot compete with the current best DPS like Nivelet, Arlecchino, and Mafuika. But once again, I said she is strong. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon.